Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another One Piece reaction and review. This time it's chapter 1103 titled I'm Sorry Daddy. So we just finished up Kuma's backstory and past and all that in the last chapter. And so we ended with Bonnie, obviously since she saw those memories. So I'm guessing that's the perspective we're going to see here. See what Bonnie's doing and what her thought process is on everything. In general, we still need to escape Egghead. Don't know exactly how we're getting through all this, but I guess we'll see. So let's just get into the chapter. First off, we don't have like a cover story. We have a colored page. I don't know what's the right word. Colored chapter cover. I don't know. But anyway, it's nice. It looks still Wano themed, which is interesting because we've been not there for a while. So, or I guess just generally dragon themed. But yeah. Anyways, Bonnie, you saw everything. Okay, so here's Vegapunk and Bonnie talking. Bonnie says, "I did. Now I've really done it. I broke my promise to Kuma." Oof. Oh, and Bonnie turns back into her child form to hug Vegapunk. "I'm sorry, Vegapunk." "What's that?" "A gift Kuma left with me for your 10th birthday." "From Dad? That's great." "A sapphire necklace. How pretty. It looks like the sun. I'll treasure it forever." "He said it's a protective charm." It continues to say, "Honestly, though, I've heard it's hard to believe what that kid has become after only 2 years." Bonnie says, "Straw Hat? So he's the son of Dad's old buddy, right?" "Indeed, I was stunned when you both showed up together. Fate is a strange thing." "Yeah, it is." I'm just thinking, all this, it really makes me think that Bonnie could join the crew. And I'd be down for that. I do also like that now she's in her child form, and I feel like she might stay like that from here on out. I guess we'll see. But Vegapunk says, "A lot has happened on Egghead while you've been in that room. The Straw Hat crew saved me just now, in fact. I'll explain everything. We can meet up with them when things have calmed down." "I'm sorry for everything, Bonnie." Oh, this is in the past. I just noticed that now we're fading from gray to white. "I'm sorry for everything." Not far in the past, but just maybe an hour or so ago. "I'm sorry for everything, Bonnie. Now you know how worthless I am, a mere scientist for hire, following his orders. You're wrong. The real villain is him." Oh my gosh, I actually forgot about this. Okay, this actually makes more sense. I completely forgot that Saturn. I remembered Saturn was here, but he went into his with like Zoan beast form thing, and he had Bonnie. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to try to remember where everyone else is because I completely forgot. Oh my gosh, I might have to look back at other chapters. I was just so caught up in the backstory. Man, let's see. The present, Egghead New World. Saturn says, "Jewelry Bonnie the pirate. Your father Kuma is truly dead." Why can't... Oh, and everyone, Sanji, Vegapunk, and Frankie, they're saying they can't move and they're stuck or something. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I remember him doing something that did that. It was Saturn that did that, right? Oh man, this is gonna be rough trying to go back. Luffy looks like he's not in a very good state. I think that's because he used Gear 5. He's saying, "Food, someone give food, me. I would if I could, but my body..." Yeah, everyone's stuck for some reason. Vegapunk's bodyguard is in custody. I repeat, we got Sentomaru. Kizaru thinks, Sentomaru-kun, Bonnie. Yeah, what's Kizaru gonna do in this situation? It's so strange, but again, that's the point of him. You don't really know what he's gonna do. Any word any word on the status of things up there? We can't confirm the situation since Commodores and below aren't allowed to approach. Okay, and these are... What? Are these the inhabitants of of uh Egghead, or what am I looking at? A siege involving an emperor? It'd be a miracle if there's no casualties. The scale bigger than the O'Hara incident. Please be safe, Dr. Vegapunk. I guess this is just people hearing about this. Oh, and here's Dragon. Assuming there's still a trace of Kuma in there, where would his instincts take him, Eva? Eva says, if it was me, I would storm Mary Joa for some payback. But as we know, Kuma is different. Well, we saw him climbing up the red line to Mary Joa, so I don't know. But I guess maybe it's not for payback, just because Kuma wouldn't really think about that. He has some other intention. Back here with this fight, Bonnie says, if I'm gonna get killed here anyway, then distorted future Nika-ish. Nika, he's like, what in the world is she talking about? Nika-ish future. Yeah, and so she does the thing where her arm gets all massive and goes for it. Well, I guess she does hit him there, but it doesn't look like it does much. Bonnie says, what the? I suddenly feel weak again. So you know that name, you really are his daughter. That being said, you don't fully understand its meaning. And he thinks to himself, it seems she hasn't drawn the connection between Nika and Straw Hat's new white form. How pathetic. And everyone, who's... Oh, that's... I thought someone was coming over to feed Luffy, but no, Luffy's just still lying on the ground, barely alive, but he's shoveling food into his mouth, so he's getting back. Saturn says, where did that food come from? Who is responsible for this? Put him in sea stone cuffs immediately. Get him. He's sitting there thinking, I guess. Bonnie's thinking, what's with this geezer? I can't even chance his age. Bonnie, you owe that power of yours to me. We conducted experiments to determine whether exact infusions could grant a baby an ability without feeding them the fruit normally. It was a success, but the fruit itself is useless now. What in the world is he talking about? Its ability can transform you into a state that matches any future perceived to be possible. But that means the possibilities become limited as your future becomes more certain, as you uncover the truth. Okay, that's a lot. What is it we can do to determine whether exact infusions could grant an ability without being... What? I could have sworn we saw her eat the fruit. Did we not? Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm going crazy. Just because I wish my memory was better and I could... I also do need to remember that I should reread these chapters just so I could get the information more. But then okay, its ability can transform you into a state that matches any future perceived to be possible. Okay, but that means the possibilities become limited as your future becomes more certain, as you uncover the truth. Nika is just an impossible myth you want to believe in. Oh, this is Kuma flying. I don't know where. Maybe he's finally coming to Egghead. I guess we'll see. Bonnie says, Nika's real. I've been looking for him to save Dad ever since you turned him into your cyborg slave. Yet your son weakening proves you're starting to doubt whether his existence is possible. Oh. So her Nika-ish form is becoming weaker as she doubts whether or not Nika really does exist. Interesting. Saturn continues to say, your father just passed on a worthless buccaneer legend. He once told me he wanted to save people just like Nika. Your mother being brought to the Holy Land to be wife number 8 is oh, it was him that bought her. At least that's what it seems like. To be wife number 9 is ironic, really. She ended up being part of my drug experiments. Like the other failures, she developed Sapphire Scale. I knew the results were poor, but to think the condition passed on to her child as well. What? And there's an explosion, and that's probably Kuma landing. Something landed over there. Everything, it was all you? Yeah, that's what it seems like. So he's her real dad. Man. So I guess they might have mentioned that she had the fruit from Mary Jo, and they just assumed something. But man, I feel like I remember hearing people theorize that Saturn was her dad. Maybe not, but interesting. Vegapunk is furious. Experiments, how dare you, Saturn? Those sapphire scales tore Kuma's family apart. They're the reason he threw his life away. You used it as a bargaining chip when you were the one responsible. Yeah, Saturn doesn't care. Look at it from my perspective. Do you comprehend the feelings of the insects you step on? Of course not. Yeah, he is completely deranged. There's no reasoning with him. Yep, and this is Kuma here. He's at Egghead. Is it a pacifista? No, look at his palms. He has paws. He looks like he's about to go crazy. This is an urgent report from the southwest coast. The ex-warlord of the sea, Bartholomew Kuma, has made landfall. He's heading straight for the center of the island. Authority chip commands aren't working. We can't stop him. What a fiasco. How could Kuma possibly be here? Oh, he's coming for sure. That's for sure. Oh, yeah, we see him running over here. But first, Bonnie says, I can't hold on. I'm so scared. Vegapunk's just like, he's here? How? Stop him. Fire at will. Yes, sir. I can't force myself to speak anymore. Daddy, it feels like my heart is shattering. And Kuma's just running. They're shooting at him, and he does not care. He's just tanking them. But this is Bonnie thinking, Daddy, there's something. Daddy, it feels like my heart is shattering. At this point, I think I'd be better off dead. This is it. Okay, I need to actually look at these panels too. They're still firing at him. Open fire. Don't stop till you're out of ammo. But he is determined. I'm so sorry, Daddy. All that shrieking is unbearably noisy. Your insufferable waif. Oh, blow her head off. Oh, they're taking their shots at Bonnie now, but Kuma comes in. He gets his scope ready and just explodes all of the soldiers. What? Okay, Saturn drops her, but why? Did he think she got shot, or oh no, he's just gonna kill her himself with one of his legs. You fought really hard for me to live, but ooh, Kuma swipes in at the last moment, and he takes the hit from Saturn. Daddy, yeah, and so he has his back to Saturn, and he gets hit right. And I mean, it's like Kuma's big, so it's not gonna do as much damage, but like, it's still not at all good. It's Bartholomew Kuma. Oh, oh shoot, he just grabs the leg and holds it up, and he's going for a punch on Saturn. Oh my gosh, but we end it right there. Right as Kuma's about to absolutely destroy him, the chapter ends. Man. And it just says, let's see. It just said at the bottom, a father's fury. Oh man. I hope he gets a good hit. I hope it's not like, oh, he's about to hit him, and then the next chapter it's like Saturn blocks it or something. I don't need him to die yet. I understand if we don't want to kill off Saturn yet, if we want to have all the Gorosei, but he needs to get beaten up pretty good. Okay. So yeah. Good chapter, obviously. Every single time, it's a good chapter. But yeah, we get this conversation after Bonnie exited Kuma's memories and all that. She finally understood that Vegapunk was doing his best. He's not a terrible guy, because Bonnie was hating him, but he's chill. And there's that gift, a sapphire necklace from Kuma as a gift. So that's sweet. Yeah. They talk about the infusions of the devil fruit and all that, which is interesting and strange. So, yeah. I guess it was Bonnie's mother, they chose her to do the experiments and stuff like that. and that's where she got the sapphire scale, and so yeah, it's all interesting. Again, Kizaru, what's he doing? I'm just like going through this chapter, and he's just in the panels every now and then, just sitting there, just thinking. I really want him to switch sides, just because I think that would be really fun, and also because we saw him. I think it was him dancing. I remember in the last chapter, or the chapter before, was it maybe? When they were had the drums of liberation and they were dancing. I think it was Kizaru there, which I think is really, it's weird. I want him to switch sides now. He could be so chill. But yeah, Kuma, I don't know what he did at Mary Showa. I guess he climbed. I guess maybe it was, where was he before? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know where everything lines up, but I don't know if he did something at Mary Jo or if that was just like he just needed a stop along the way. I guess I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know what else I have to talk about. It's interesting the way he talks about her fruit, where she can do any possible futures, but it's like you yourself also have to believe in that future. Bonnie has to believe in that future in order to do it. And so if she doubts that future, or as time goes on, like obviously she can do less futures, as he says. But yeah, Luffy, he's eating. I think that's the last thing we saw of Luffy was him eating. They said get sea stone cuffs on him, but I don't think they got him. So I think Luffy is still in the fight. Once he just finishes eating that, he'll be all good. But yeah, Kuma coming in and he just tanks like a million bullets and cannon shots, and then takes Saturn's hit too, and he's ready to fight. And it's great. It's great. Oh, I love it. All right. Anyways, I don't think I have many more thoughts. I can't wait to see the next chapter, but tell me your thoughts on this chapter or this video. Remember to save the blobfish, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.